welcome to Spirit Switchboard. I'm your host, Carrie Lynn Shellhorn, and you are listening to us live on the United Public Radio Network and the UFO Paranormal Radio Network, 105.3 in the Gulf Coast and 107.7 FM in beautiful New Orleans. I hope everybody's had a great week. Very excited about tonight's guest. I can't promise how this is, which direction we're going to go. I don't really know. We're going to just roll with it tonight. You guys may have met them last year at the Lake Superior Paracon. We're going to be back again this year, October 16th. They were on Spirit Switchboard last year, and I'm really happy to have them back again tonight. The guys from Ghost Hunters on the Grand River, SNIPE. Please welcome them to the show.
Hey, what a beautiful introduction, I must say.
Oh, well, practiced all day.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the Ghost Hunters on the Grand River all day.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure I got it right. Do you guys?
You did well.
You guys introduce yourselves for the people who may not have met you?
Sure. Sego, hello, my name's Artie Martin.
Sego, hello, my name's Todd Thomas, Senior.
I'm Jay Smith.
I'm Trevor Thomas.
You guys are SNIPE, Ghost Hunters on the Grand River. It's season 4. Does season 4 start in October this year? October 25th? 22nd?
22nd.
22nd, yeah.
22nd.
And we moved to the 9 o'clock spot. So
They tell us that's prime time, so
prime time.
we must be doing something wrong.
We must be doing something right. That's exciting. That's very exciting. How has it changed from year 1, season 1 to now?
Honestly, we don't see the camera anymore. I think from season 1, first episode, it was absolutely horrible. we never done this kind of thing with the camera following us the whole time, and
right.
You're always worried about it. But now, I don't even recognize it there anymore. So, and we have 2 of them,
Right.
So it's completely gone.
But has investigating changed? Have you seen has there been your approach to techniques or theories or how you want to approach investigations? How has that grown over the seasons?
Well, we're always during off season. I'm always on the hunt for new equipment, trying new techniques. I travel a lot through the summer or off time, and I do a lot of places in the States that are on my bucket list, haunted places that are renowned for paranormal investigators, like Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum, stuff like that. I went to Pennhurst last year.
Right.
And I've been hooking up with some other ghost groups that welcome me in and show me their techniques. So I try to take that information and then improve on it or mold it for us. And it's been a really good improvement. We've started doing a lot more techniques with our adding scientific, plus,
Yeah.
just even like more vocal techniques, just trying to be more respectable and stuff like that, welcoming to spirit, stuff like that. So
intention matters though, right? Intention matters, and understanding that when we're going into a space, that energy, whatever we're bringing to the table, we're connecting with that, the property, the land, the spirits that are there, and we're leaving a piece of us too. We're putting energy into it. So, how we approach things, I think, really matters.
I think a big key too is when we're, say, at a place where we're getting intelligent responses that are answering our questions and listening to us, that just tells you that you should be more respectful and try to bring them in more as a friendlier approach instead of antagonizing or anything like that, trying to be more forceful.
Right.
You got to realize they're listening and they're answering your questions. And so treat them like, with respect.
Yeah. Investigating with empathy.
Right.
I think something that's unique with us, though, is we like to joke around, and I think that in itself creates a certain kind of energy. Because people are drawn to, people like to laugh, people like to have a good time, and when we're out there, when we're doing things, we're having a good time. Like, I don't know how many times I was laughing so hard, that my face was hurting, my stomach was hurting. Like, Vino just has to say one thing, and we're all laughing this time.
Right.
That draws a curiosity for these spirits or whoever's with us, really, because they want to be a part of that. And I think that helps. Just our group dynamic helps.
I think that he's right too, because like we're finding a lot of EVPs, we're catching our while we're talking and joking around. Like you catch them while we're asking, but while we're having conversations, we're joking around. Nothing's being filmed. Todd's recording, and we're catching a lot of stuff, like great stuff, like little girls, little people talking, women talking to us, men, and they're right there with us, and it's happened on numerous occasions.
Yeah, some of our best evidence has been just a recorder, just a recording of something, no gadgets, no nothing, just the recorder. And that in itself is amazing.
Record everything. When you step in, turn it on, record every single minute you're there.
Yeah.
Every second.
Yeah. We're gonna start a paranormal school, eh? Or we're gonna teach people how to do paranormal stuff.
Okay.
It's gonna be paranormal / comedy.
Well, Professor Todd, Dr. Todd,
Dr. J. And Uncle Vino.
Yeah.
But there is something to that, like teaching people, like, and especially about equipment and understanding the equipment and how it works and why it works, right? And how it can be influenced. That part is huge too, because people don't necessarily understand all of that or take the time to invest into understanding and learning that sort of thing. But for sure, taking time to learn is important.
Yeah.
It's
comedy.
Did you hear the clock?
That's a comedy.
Right on the cue.
The things you can't control. Let's say hi to some of we're just going to take a second and say hi to some of the people that are joining us in the chat.
All right.
We got any friends out there?
Julie Dow, thank you so much for being here.
Hi, Julie.
James Gars. So James is chiming in from Washington.
Wow.
Oh, cool.
Hello, James.
Oh, nice.
I know.
Hi, Julie. That's awesome.
Julie Dow. Awesome.
Mort.
Ali.
Thank you so much for being here. Astrolight Paranormal. So Victoria.
Hey, Astro. Hi, everyone. Kathy.
Lemire.
Carrie Fast.
Hello. Okay, folks, look.
Yeah.
Gail.
Hello.
Hi, Mel.
Yeah. Hello to Gail and Mel. So Gail and Mel Willis are our hosts in Thunder Bay. They are Lucky Paranormal and hosting the Lake Superior Paracon. So this is year 2. We're all excited. October 16th through the 18th.
Can I say something about Gail and Mel?
Yes, please do.
Can I say something real quick? Like,
of course.
Gail and Mel, like I told them before, like they're incredible. They're incredible young ladies. They had the idea of putting this Paracon together because there's nothing out there in Canada, and they took it upon themselves to go after funding, go after, like, they're probably writing grants and proposals, and they made it all happen. And that's amazing. Got us up there. Then they're going into year 2. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's incredible.
We love Gail and Mel.
Great work.
We do love Gail Mel. Alrighty, Mish is coming from Australia. So good day, Mish.
Good day.
Good day.
It's like middle of the night over there.
She's just waking up. She's just making coffee.
Is that January?
Yep.
There you go.
That's Easter Jan.
Ah, that's awesome.
Awesome.
So, Gail, if you want to drop the link to the Paracon, please do so in the chat so people can get their tickets?
They're almost sold out. Mm-hmm.
Is that word on the street?
That's the word on the street.
Yeah.
Oh, love that.
We got the hottest ticket in Thunder Bay.
Contessa.
Contessa
Meow.
Martin. Oh, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah. January.
We're kind of excited tonight, Carrie Lynn, because we're going to a house tonight, and it's amazing. We're preparing for it.
It's a 200-year-old cabin
on Six Nations.
They're trying to get it to eventually be a historic site. It's supposedly the oldest building on the reserve.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
And it's wild. We have to say that's where we got our start. We've been in this house, I think it was like 5 or 6 years ago. And you want me to tell how we got started?
Yeah, please do.
Okay. So CBC, you know how around Halloween, everybody wants to do a story on a paranormal investigator?
Yeah.
Well, CBC Radio reached out to me, and we did a couple of emails back and forth. And I said, look, the only way you're going to really be able to write a great story is if you come out and join us. So him and his friend come out, and we took him into that house that we're going back into tonight. And scared the bejesus out of him. We had it was a really active night, and he was changed. He was a believer. He was a believer after that. So he ended up writing a story, and it went across Canada, and that's when our producer heard about us, heard the story, and
I love that.
just ignore the cat. It's not.
Oh, I love the cat's there.
That's a ghost cat. What cat are you talking about?
When Laura
So that's
Lee
how
and
we got our start.
I love that. When Laura Lee and I do the show on Thursday nights, her cat's always right up on her lap, and sometimes the dog comes in too. So it just they're part of the family. I love that.
Dog lovers too. Dog lovers.
Can't forget the dog.
Do you find so?
His name is Evie.
Sorry.
His name is Evie, because then when we take him outside, we say, "Come on, EVP."
That's such a groaner dad joke. That's a groaner. So tomorrow I'm going back to the Ireland house tomorrow. So I know that I brought you guys there, and Gail and Mel joined. Well, actually, I had brought Gail and Mel there, and then Gail and Mel brought all of us together. What happened this past summer. So, I've been at Ireland House. I think I go 2 or 3 times a year for a long time. I've been doing it, just going back all the time. Do you find, like, you're going back to that cabin tonight? How beneficial is that? Like, going back to, or do you see that as beneficial? How does going back to the same place repeatedly change?
Well, I think with this one, it's really huge for us because we haven't been there in 5 years, and the amount of experience, knowledge, techniques, and equipment that we've gained since then, I'm like really excited to get back in there and, do a more proper investigation and see with our better gadgets, our better portal, see what really kind of good, because we got really good responses back then.
Yeah, this cabin was almost like our practice facility, because we were going there quite a bit. And in all honesty, for me, I had to stop going because it was getting too active for a while there.
Yeah, it was pretty active.
Really?
And now there's a different energy in that place because there's somebody living there now, a family member of the family that owns it, moved back in, has totally gutted the place. So it's down to the original walls, the original wood, everything. Has even taken out a room upstairs and made it open concept.
Wow.
So it was a different energy going in there, but we went and visited the other night, and honestly, I said I didn't know how I would be able to, or how I'd react when I got there. And kind of made my hair on my back of my neck stand up again. So I'm looking forward to it.
Do you feel they remember us? The spirits in a location remember us?
I think for sure they do, because every time we go somewhere, like Pauline Johnson, we go there so many times, right? And every time we go there, we get more and more stuff, right? They remember us. For sure they remember you.
Do you think they pick and choose who they connect with, or who's able to see them or feel them, or do you think they pick and choose?
I think they do. I think once, I'm not sure if I'm not really keen on the energy, but I think they feel your energy and they remember your energy more than anything. And I think if you have I try to, before we go in or before I do a portal or EVP session, you try to clear your mind and you open yourself up and you say, I'm not here to harm you. I respect you. We say that out loud, but I say that constantly inside too, and just kind of put that energy forward. And I don't know if that makes a difference, but I think they remember that, and I love every place. Everybody asks me, how come you can do this? I've been ghost hunting for over 20 years. And everybody asks me, why do you keep doing it? And every place I go in, it feels like it's brand new. Even if I've been there before, it just feels new. The same feeling inside you. You can't get that anywhere else, where your senses are heightened and it's dark and you're hearing things and you want to see something and you want to catch some good evidence. It's still new every time.
Yeah.
And I think that energy too that you put in, it's like smudging, people smudge because they're scared of something in their house. So if you're smudging and you're scared, you're putting that fear back into your house. But if you clear your mind and you feel love and you smudge love, that's what you're putting into your house.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same with ghost hunting, I think.
I'm going to start smudging money.
But I talk about that all the time too. Everything you do is part of your spiritual connection and the energy that you're putting into your house, and your house is living and breathing with you. So when you're sweeping the floor, what are you sweeping out? And when you're cleaning, when you're cooking, that energy goes into the space.
Exactly. And that's what you go into an old mansion that's built in 1857, you're going to try and capture those memories that are there, or emotions that are there. And I think if you kind of match your emotions with that, I think you get more responses. So
agreed. I just want to call up Carrie is just making a comment. Carrie is sharing, I had something grab my leg at my old workplace years ago. My daughter said it was a child that liked me and wanted my attention. That makes sense to them recognizing us.
Yeah,
I think that's true, because Todd's experiencing that now. He's got little girls following him, ghost girls following him around, grabbing him.
Clarify that, buddy.
We're finding that, there is little, once the children get attached to you like that, they do follow you, and that comes from being respectful and you're seeing him as a non-threat. That's why they're hanging around him.
Yeah,
it's a great thing.
I think that whole deal of the relationship, forming a relationship with the place and going at it time and time again, over and over again, that definitely helps, because as much as it's new every time, it's also familiar and becomes almost like a second home. You feel more comfortable. Yeah. Everybody feels more comfortable. The spirits feel more comfortable. Yeah. So again, that's that energy, working with that energy and putting it to use, because how many times have we been to Pauline Johnson or a house that we frequent, and it's always a good time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, and that's what people that's what people miss from the show, right? Because when they're watching the show, that separation, that's TV ghost hunting. We're in a spot, we only get so much time. And as we've been to some amazing spots, and I would love to be there like more than once.
And there's so much on the editing floor. There's so much that they're not seeing because it's on the floor. It's like a whole season in itself lands on the floor of the editing room.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and we get it. They're trying to cut a show, right? And they're working with what they got. So all that stuff that's on the floor, you know, maybe we should start like trying to get that and bringing it up so people can see. Yeah. Because there's been a lot of really good stuff that's been cut.
Yeah.
So Paranormal Heart is saying hello. So Kat Ward, she is the host of Paranormal Heart podcast here on the UPRN network as well too.
Hello.
Oh.
It's always fun.
Paranormal Heart.
Mish is saying my home is over 100 years old. I'm okay here, get scared outside more, but others who visit here and my kids think it's haunted.
Oh, you're lucky.
Everywhere is. Where is it? You know, like there's been people everywhere. I always assume there's somebody died in every house, or there's somebody that's died on that property where the house is built. I just assume.
I think you're right with the property because, like, we into so many buildings and it's landlocked. It's the ghosts we find have nothing to do with the building.
Yeah, it's
just the land and how many people beforehand, you know, have been there and died or lived or whatever, right?
Yeah. You know what I think about sometimes? Might be off topic, but I'll be in like downtown Toronto, hundreds of people walking on the streets, and how many times have you seen something or someone and they're looking right at you when you're just looking around? You make eye contact with somebody. Like I think sometimes, like, how many people would recognize that as what if that person was a spirit?
Yeah.
Like, because we wouldn't really know. There's too many people. They could be they're just walking amongst us in those environments, right? But then when you come to a rural area like Six Nations or something, then it's different. Then it's then they gotta hide or something. I feel like.
Well, I don't always feel like being around people. I'm sure they don't too. Like sometimes people are too people-y. They just want to roll over and have their cigarette and be left alone. They don't want to be bothered too.
I've been on a road with these guys for 10 days at a time.
Contessa, that's a great question. I think about this too. So Contessa's asking, do you think it's like the movie The Others, that spirits think we are the ghost to them?
It's funny. In my portal sessions, I've been asking that because you just don't ask questions. You want to kind of target your questioning to initiate a response or feelings. And we ask, can you see us? Like, can you see us sitting here at this table? And sometimes we get answers where they say yes or something like that. But I think we've been asking too is, you know, how do you feel? And then hopefully they respond that way too. But that's a really good question.
I think one time when we were at Pauline Johnson with the Century Depth, that there was a woman doing that. Remember, and we had asked, and she had implied that we were the ghost that she was seeing. And that only ever happened once, and that was at Pauline Johnson, right? So.
There's been videos that I've seen where similar to this, you know, guys are sitting around talking. It's a podcast, and the one guy, I can't remember his name, said he was investigating, and he asked the ghost what year it was, and the ghost said it was like 2046 or something.
Oh yeah.
So that was a prime example. They were ghosts in 2046. They were ghost hunters and had contacted. So yes, they thought we were the ghosts, or the real-time ghost hunters were the ghosts.
It's really crazy to think about because all that conversation is a multi-dimensional construct. Like, time is relative, and
Here we go.
Yeah, that's really getting
Right down a rabbit hole.
that's really getting the air there. Yeah.
That's a four.
I'd like to ask you what do we look like to them? You know,
Mhm.
what do we look like to them? Because we don't always see them. We can see through them sometimes. Sometimes they're just a shadow. Like, do we look like a shadow to them? Are we misty to them? Like, I wondered that too. Like, what do we look like for them?
Yeah.
Those are all good questions. That's
Brandon.
what we're trying to find.
Brandon
Hello,
Pettit,
Brandon.
I'm one of
big
your
fan of
editors.
the show, seen every episode. Maybe that's because I'm one of your
it's the
editors.
editor.
A lot is cut out to fit the 22-minute mark. It's really tough to choose what to cut out. I understand that. That was how it was when I had Extraordinary Connections. Same thing, 22 minutes. So you do an hour and a half long session and it's down to like 22 minutes, and you just get to see the big cry parts in there.
Mr. Pretty, thank you for all your hard work.
You do very good work.
Yeah, we thank
You make
you.
us look good. So
That's a hard job.
a
right
hard
there.
job.
Question from Jim.
You probably got to cut out a lot of F-bombs too.
Yes. We have to talk about the Ireland house, and that was the very first time I've ever heard George Ireland tell somebody to get out, and I think it was because the swearing was up a little bit more than normal at the Ireland house that night.
You can't blame that on me. I wasn't there.
Let's go.
No, but you need to come. It's a fabulous place, Jay. I hope you really do get to check it out.
I love the Ireland house. That's my new favorite.
Me too.
Wow.
You guys
So many voices all over the place. Everywhere we went, we heard voices.
Yeah, it's in that land, right? There's just so much there. Question from January: has the deeper relationship you've developed with spirit strengthened your personal intuition? That was one of my questions I was going to ask too.
Mediumship.
So, just to clarify, so she's asking if like our intuitiveness is developing.
Yeah.
The more that you're doing this, has your senses sharpened with more clarity and confidence, maybe even?
Can I say first before Todd goes? I would say just yes, like just physically, because like Todd's picking up things that, like, if you've been watching the show, there's these freaking impossible to hear things that Todd finds. Yeah. And it's increasingly getting better, right?
Yeah.
Like you find more and more of them. So just that one right there, that's a physical thing. But as far as intuition, go ahead.
Intuition wise, I kind of stop myself when I'm on investigating. I kind of stop myself from saying I feel, because I've always said that I'm a gadget guy. I have to do things by my recorders, cameras, stuff like that, EMF detectors. So when I say I feel, I kind of it's out of my comfort zone. And I've been doing this for a long time. I developed like hearing, like I listened to, we put out 4 or 5 recorders for 12 hours each on each recorder, and you have to listen to that stuff after your investigation, and you got to go through everything, and you're looking for a needle in a huge haystack, because it's a split second, if you're lucky, a second where you can hear something and it never shows up on your program, so you have to listen. And so my ears, I've been training, I think my ears, because I can hear stuff even when we're just physically there. I'm like, these guys get sick of me because I'm like, did you hear that? And they're like, no. And I said, well, mark the tape, because I always have a recorder around my neck. So I think that part of it is developed quite well for me. But as far as the intuition, I don't know. I don't think it has for me. I don't know.
I'd have to agree with Todd. I think it's not really intuition. It's more repetition and practice.
Yeah.
I mean, like, even just going in a house, how many times you walk into a room and the hair stands up on your neck? You know, you go into that so many times and you get used to that. You go into a room where nothing happens, then you don't investigate as much as the room that you feel that in. It's not really like you're intuitive. It's just that you've been there so much that you get the idea that feels like something, you know?
Right.
I don't know if it's intuitive or what or whatever, but it's just more or less practice and keep doing it, right?
But that's what intuition is, all of those senses, and it is a muscle. So the more that you use it, the stronger that it gets, right?
I was just thinking about it when you were talking about like developing the hearing and everything. That I guess that can kind of be an intuition, like you're growing that,
so.
because you're learning to listen.
Exactly.
Well, not only that, he's actually starting to hear voices now too, like without the recordings, where he never heard that before.
Just last week we heard we were on the site. You have to watch the season. Can't tell you, but we were sitting and we just finished the parlor session and we were a portal session, and we were just sitting there talking about it, and we heard a child at like 3 a.m. Like there's no way, you know. I think out of all of us too, I find that Jay, because you kind of get the goosebumps going.
Oh yeah,
I think he has the most intuition.
I honestly try to shy away from it because I don't want to be the focal point. That and I dated a medium and I constantly heard 24/7. I feel this, and you shouldn't go there, and you should go upstairs first because I mean, nothing against the person. She's a lovely woman, but I at one point I just had to say I'm not talking about this ever again. Like, stop, because it just wore thin on me. But I have noticed that since we've been doing this, when I go someplace, I can feel something. Sometimes I'll tell these guys. Sometimes it's just there and gone. I'm like, oh, well, something's here because I just felt it, kind of thing. But there's been a lot of times when I mean, one for sure. We were at a place. Todd and I walked in, and we both got goosebumps from like the top of our head right to our feet instantly, and that's never happened.
Ghost bumps.
Yeah, ghost bumps. So,
I call them truth bumps.
Trevor coined the phrase ghost bumps.
Ghost bumps.
Yeah. You're not hunting goose. You're hunting ghosts.
I say truth bumps because it's a truth. It's a truth that there's something off here, or a truth that, and then you believe it.
I want to say something about the feeling aspect. I'll say too that I don't feel anything. Well, I'm going to say something. Interrupt myself here. My house has been making all these freaking noises, and my house never fucking makes noises like this.
Here.
Just since we've been.
Do you know any ghost hunters available?
We're scared right now.
Help us.
I know a medium.
But getting back to what I was saying, when I first went out with these guys way back when, we went to the mush hole, and the only time I really felt like there was something there was when I went into this part of the mush hole, like the residential school, and there's the girls' side stairwell, and I went in there, and it was like walking into someone's house, like walking into someone else's living room. That's what it felt like, and it was hard to walk. Like, it felt like I was doing something bad, because you know when you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. That's what it felt like, and it never felt like I never felt that anywhere else except that freaking stairwell. And that's where I caught some stuff. So
yeah, interesting. And you can tell when spirits are not wanting you there. It's an uncomfortable feeling when they're not wanting you in their space.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to bring up Brandon's comment. I'll see if I can find it again for you guys.
Now for the question, January Easter.
Your editor is saying you have no idea how many swears I cut out. I'm literally editing your guides right now.
We should do a tally. Can you do a tally? And at the end of the year, tell us who swore the most.
No. We already know. Fine.
We do know. Even I know. But it's like the best thing ever. I get so excited when we're all hanging out and it's like, okay, we're going to do sensory deprivation. Woohoo! Here we go.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
That's when it starts.
You gotta, Brandon, you gotta remember how many spirits dropped the F-bomb too, though. So it's not just us.
That's true too. That's true too. And I wanted to come back to the little girls, like that comes back to understanding your sensitivities as well too, and having that confidence with it, because sometimes those little kid spirits aren't little kid spirits.
Yeah.
It's something else, right?
It's like our producers asked me why. We just did an interview and they were asking me why I think that there's been a rise of that, because I've been catching these little child spirits on my recorders and stuff a lot more than lately, like last season or anything. And I told him, I said, well, it's like, because I'm a father and, my kids are grown, but I have grandchildren now, and it just breaks my heart to see or think that there's a spirit there of child. And so I always mentally, I'm always talking to them and putting that out there. Like, can I help you somehow? And,
yes.
And I don't know, maybe that's it. I don't know.
And that matters. Like again, it's about intention. Why are we doing it? And are we there to help? Are we there to harm? What are we going to do when we're in that space? And it plays a big part. Mish, you are the funniest. You really are one of the funniest people I have ever heard of. A poltergoose?
Poltergoose instead of poltergeist. Poltergeist.
Been looking for one.
Goosebumps.
I'd like to get a poltergoose.
That's all we're going to hear now for the rest of the weekend. Trevor's looking for a poltergoose.
Yeah. I'll put myself on.
We're going to have to say that on the show.
Yeah.
Just for Mish, we're going to have to put it on our show, but you got to watch the show to find it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hopefully Brandon doesn't edit it out.
Yeah, Kat is, well, besides Kat complimenting you guys and saying you're all handsome, which now we have to deal with the egos.
Who's handsomer?
Handsomerist.
Handsomerist.
You're giving these guys big heads. That's all they talk about. How handsome they are.
So Kat is sharing she gets tingles. She calls it her spidey senses when she's working. Kat does a lot of, Kat is outside of, well, she's in Petawawa, I believe. So she does investigations in that area. She just went to the Sasquatch.
Holler us up. What the heck?
In Ottawa, right, Kat? There was some kind of convention, Sasquatch convention in Ottawa last weekend.
Sasquatch.
What?
We don't hear about this thing.
I missed it.
When you're really busy in your lane, you miss lots of stuff, right?
Yeah, that's true.
We did get to go. You brought up Sasquatch, so I got to mention it. Trevor and I got to do a bucket list. We met Sasquatch University at the Paracon last year.
Yeah.
And we did the we'll exchange numbers and we'll do a collaboration thing. And then we didn't hear from them. And then we actually invited them the night you and Gail and Mel joined us at Hamilton Native American Center.
Right.
I invited those guys then and they were trying to make it, but they couldn't make it.
Oh, that's too bad.
So I didn't hear nothing. And then July, he texts me and says, hey, we're going squatching. Do you want to go? So me and Trevor, we actually went up to forest. What was the name of the forest?
I can't
remember. But get this, there's a ghost town in the forest.
Yeah.
So we did a collaboration of ghosting, squatching.
That was phenomenal.
It was wild. Just quickly, the cabin, there was 2 deaths there from 2 young girls in 1890 that were recorded, and they died of diphtheria. So I didn't take my full portal because it was horrible trekking conditions. We walked like 25 miles uphill both ways. Right?
Yeah.
And
Covered in mosquitoes.
mosquitoes were
Sounds like a
humongous.
little guy.
So I just took the spirit box with a speaker, right? Like back to old school. And we were there in the cabin. All it is like 2 logs remaining, just rotting. And you could see where the rectangle was. And we were doing a portal. There was no sound whatsoever coming through. And then all of a sudden, the man's voice come through. And when I got home and slowed it down, he said, "Let them breathe."
Oh.
So then I Googled diphtheria, and it's an attack on your respiratory system. So the man probably watched his girls die.
Oh.
Like that's slow, horrible, untreatable at that time death. And that left its mark, but not from the girls, from him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like it was boggling.
Mm-hmm.
It was insane. So it was a great success. And then when we were sitting there and we got back to our camp, because we rough camped, right? So like it was rough camping. Oh my God. But I'm sitting there and I had my recorder out the whole night. And when I recorded 2 tree knocks.
Get out. That's awesome.
It was so cool.
Yeah.
I was like, you guys don't even have a recorder. So I'm going to give them a recorder this time because they don't even have a recorder. I'm like, record everything, guys.
They're just young too, eh?
They're young. Yeah.
They're good guys, though. Really good guys.
Yeah, they were divvying up. They were divvying up wieners to pass out to their 4 guys. And they're going, "Do you guys want in on this?" And meanwhile, we got a cooler full of stuff. We're going, "No, we're good. You can have some of ours. You don't have to cut it up."
Divvying up some wieners.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
They're
They were out
measuring-
cutting floors.
They're like measuring with the blade. Okay.
I'm not going to say it.
Okay, canvassing next August. So you guys have August 2026. So you know that something's happening with the Sasquatch again.
We're there.
August.
We're there. She's got to ask her to reach out to us.
Email
us
info@snipehq.ca. info@snipehq.ca. I'll put it in the chat. Do I have a chat?
You can
Hello, Cindy.
comment on it, and it will go everywhere. Cindy Waghorn, thank you so much for being here. Cindy does energetic healing modalities, surrender and shine. You guys can check her out. Missed the beginning.
Energetic healing.
Sorry, Kat. I'll bring it back up. 6 Nations. Do you guys want to talk about? She's asking where you're from. How long has you guys been investigating together as a team?
Well, I formed SNIPE in 2011, 2011. And we've known each other. Well, I've known Trevor my whole life. We're twin brothers. So Jay probably about 40 years.
Yeah.
And Artie, what's your last name again? No. Artie, we met a little while ago. And how long you been with us now?
2012.
Yeah, so we got a lot of blood spilt together.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then you know how each other works. I talk about that a lot too, right?
Yeah.
Like it's do you guys ever tap out? Do you know when to say, okay, we're done in a location? Do you know when to
Like threateningly?
Yeah, or just again, when our energy shifts or changes, or it shifts and changes in the space, or you just sometimes there was a location that I got invited to doing the investigation. She kept saying leading up to it that activity only happened after 11 o'clock at night, and it was happening as I was stepping onto the property, and it was crazy. And when 11 hit, it was done. Like there was nothing. It was crickets. So I'm like, I'm not sitting here till 3 a.m. when nothing's happening. We've
encountered that too.
Yeah.
We've encountered that too a lot. So.
I think we ran into it a few times where we just like, it's not even worth it being here. You can just tell when it's no activity, and you can just tell it's time to leave, right?
Yeah. And feeling okay about that. Like,
Oh yeah.
same as daytime investigations, right? Like, it doesn't always have to be at nighttime because
No.
they're there during the day too.
Sometimes it's the wrong people too. We've been to invited to places and the hosts.
That was before we screened.
Yeah. Like some people, man.
Oh,
Yes.
we had a fella up in Grimsby invited us in, and he was very adamant that things were happening, and he was really upset. It's hard to say no to him, and so we get there, and then that was before we had we've always had this no partying policy while you're investigating. We take it seriously. We don't allow alcohol or anything on sites with us that we're investigating, and he's the reason why we do that.
Gotcha.
He showed up. Yeah, we showed up to his house, and it was his house, so we couldn't really tell him no. But him and his wife just got blitzed while we were there, and it was terrible. I hated it. It is
terrible. I stopped doing like private events in people's homes for that exact reason too. Even if I was telling people don't be drinking, because it shifts and changes everything, and yeah, like knocked a chair over, fell right on the floor, and I was like, last one, never did it again. Like I haven't done personal stuff like that again. And I don't have room in the schedule anymore, but I don't. Even when I'm doing the Dining with the Dead events, you can tell on the nights where people are drinking more with their dinner, it changes the energy in the space. Yeah. It's not good.
Like we all enjoy libations and all that, but not when you're investigating.
Yeah. Well, your reputation matters, and your integrity matters, and I would not do anything to hurt. Yeah. Just no. Kat, did you hear Artie? It was like info@snipehq.ca.
Yep. Hey, I got a question for Todd. What should be? All right, now
the question is,
talk about a rabbit hole.
This is Brendan again, our editor. He says, "Hey, I got a question for Todd. What's your beef with orbs?" Poor Trevor probably watches 10 hours of footage scanning for orbs only for you.
My brother right there is helping me out. He's the only guy ever stuck up for me on this thing here.
Brandon, I think you got to go, buddy. Okay, I'll tell you. When I first started, orbs were like, wow, there's an orb. Oh, there's a color. And it's exciting. It is. But you do this so long and you want to see more. You just want like take a spin or something, or like don't just kind of, I don't know. It's I have nothing against orbs. I believe their energy. I believe they were, at one point they were probably a spirit, but it's energy, and I understand that you can't really destroy energy. So I do believe that orbs are real, and I don't.
You have to admit,
I don't slam them, but it's just you see so many of them. You type in orbs on YouTube, and there's millions of them, and I'm like,
yeah, it's really hard
to. You have to admit, though, we're getting different ones, though.
Kinds. Like I come clean, and if there's something I like, I'll tell you, and I congratulate you.
Like it's not just your average thing where it could be dust. Like a lot of them are different, where there's like half apparitions.
What's this poor Trevor shit?
Hey,
Brandon, buddy.
Come on, Brandon, come on, man. Cut Todd right out. Cut him right out. Edit him out.
I got orb today. Pretty good.
But everybody, it's kind of like ghost stories, though. Everybody's had some kind of paranormal experience or a ghost story they're ready to tell you, and everybody's got an orb picture.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, though, like, you set up the DVR and you got the camera going while we're all experienced ghost hunters here. But I'll tell you what, like I watch the evidence a lot of times, but then you get these guys here around that TV over ghosts like, oh, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. And if I brought that up, it'd be like, what the fuck you bringing up? I know what the heck you bringing up. See? Well, I'm sorry, huh? But that's what I mean. Like they don't, they just call it down right away, right? But when they see it on TV, they're just all happy about it.
Yeah. I don't call it down. I like the orbs. So orbs are
I like.
Brandon is
like
saying he's going to edit nothing but orbs next episode.
I like unique orbs, something that we can't explain, and unique and different colors, or
I think that's where we're
pick
at.
something
now.
up, throw it across the room, stuff like that.
And when there's something leading up to it, when there's a series of events or things that are happening where there's like a bunch of things at one time and that, then there's something, you know, you can pop it in that unexplainable something.
I think too, if you get like a bunch, like if there's a report of the lady on the stairs, for example, and you get 10 orbs up and down the stairs, then that's got to be some kind of evidence that there's something happening. Or people see the lady in white, and then you're catching a whole bunch of white orbs. You know, like you can, it's just up to your interpretation, right?
One of my favorite, like we were talking about orbs, but that brings to mind the Music Conservatory episode in Toronto. On the stage, we had the doll with the K2 meter on there, and there's an orb that tumbles in, looks like it goes right into the doll, and then you see the K2 go up.
Oh, interesting.
So now that is something that's cool. I love it. Like keep that coming. Not the orb.
There is one of my favorite orbs was at a place on the res here. Their security camera caught this orb, and it looked like it had it was huge, and it looked like it had some tentacles or something hanging off it. And but it was good though. I really like that one because it was a bigger orb, but also just before the orb comes into play, there's a bug there. So you can clearly see that there's a bug. You can see the difference between the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting too.
That was different though. That was a huge orb, and it was on the screen for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like that wasn't an orb.
Only one. I only have one orb picture, and that's what it's like. It's very distinct. There's no like shadow or movement behind it. It's not a stream, and it's right above my daughter's shoulder. Right after her lights were like with no batteries in them, like the fairy lights that you put the batteries in. The lights had no batteries, and the lights were flicking off and on and stopped, and then the orb was there. So that's the only orb picture I've got, and it's got a cool story attached to it too.
Yeah.
Look, one more. Let's keep on this orbs.
Okay.
There's at Pauline Johnson. Her I forget her name. She was a Hill, but anyways, Lana Hill. She's such a beautiful person, beautiful soul herself, and she had experienced so much tragedy.
Her whole family.
Yeah, they're just great. And then every time we put the camera on her, she would be surrounded by orbs. Yeah. It was amazing.
Yeah.
So that was really interesting too.
That was wild.
I got one more for you.
See, everybody likes them. Everybody's dissing them now. Look at everybody's got an orb story.
You know, you guys like them.
You've even had them too.
Hey, Jay's story.
Jay.
It was season 2. We were in a grad club.
Yeah.
And we saw an orb, not on camera. We saw it with our own eyes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's 4 of us saw it.
Yeah. See, no, that's cool.
Yeah, very cool. All right, Michelle Wilfong. So Michelle is saying hi from Oregon. Thank you so much.
Wow, Oregon. Hello, Michelle.
Michelle has TikTok. It is My Haunted Apartment. So she posts all of the videos and things when she's doing investigations in her haunted apartment. It's cool. Please.
I don't have the TikTok.
The TikTok.
Yeah.
Michelle Wilfong.
Michelle
The
Wilfong.
haunted
apartment.
I'll have to check that out. Yeah.
Oh,
You got
there we go. Sorry, Sherry. It took me a second I saw you coming in. So Sherry Madigan, thank you so much for being here. Sherry, I believe you're on the East Coast, right? East Coast Canada? She's saying hello.
Sherry Madigan.
Oh, if she's on the East Coast, that's where my friend Sean is from.
That's where my friend Sean's from.
Your friend told me the other night.
So my daughter was born in Fredericton, New Brunswick. That's where my daughter was born. So she's so funny. She tells people that she's from the East Coast, right? She's like, Mom, people love East Coast people more than they love people from Ontario. she's like from the East Coast. Awesome. Yeah. She's funny. She's so funny.
They're from the East. See what I did there?
Have you ever felt something coming home from an investigation? Did spirits follow you home?
I've never felt that.
No, me
either. With for all these years I've been doing this. When I first went out with these guys, they're like, make sure at the end of the night you tell the ghosts, don't follow us home, because it's you don't want a ghost following you home. And then
and there they are.
Over the years, like we've met some people, they wanted ghosts to follow them home, and I don't think I've ever. But then again, I do have a piece of medicine that I keep on me so that stuff doesn't happen to me.
Right.
So, but everyone has their own thing, right? So.
I think that the ghosts are in that house for a reason, because they're haunting it, because they want to be there. They're not going to follow you home to leave that place. You know what I mean? Like, they're there for a reason in that place. Like, that's their home, or they have some kind of attachment to it. So they're not going to follow you home, just, leave that spot that they come back after they die for, So I don't know. I think they'll just stay where they are. I mean, I do my stuff, like stay away and stuff like that. And if it's real bad, I sage and stuff like that. But for the most part, it just doesn't follow me,
I don't think that I've had spirits follow me home, but we do investigations a lot at pioneer cemeteries, like those cemeteries that are forgotten about, especially the ones that are forgotten about. We investigate quite a bit too. And we had something hop in the vehicle with us. So Jody, who also gets a lot of the kids hanging on to her hand, when we go places, she had just got a brand new vehicle last summer. She just got it. It was like not even a week. She didn't even have it a week. And we went out investigating. One of the cemeteries that we get a lot of stuff. There's all kinds of weird stuff and lights, not orbs, but lights, these red lights in the field in behind. So when we were leaving and when your seatbelt, like somebody's got their seatbelt not done up. So we're driving and a little person showed up on the computer screen saying that somebody didn't have their seatbelt on, showing a person sitting in the middle of that back seat. Nobody was there. So we had to stop. We stopped. It was like, you got to get out. You're not coming home. We don't need you. And we didn't think about setting that intention. We never had that experience happen before, but we did what we needed to do, got back in the car. She took it. She asked the dealership, is it a glitch? Is it something? Have you heard of that before? And they were like, nope, never heard of it before. Never had it happen before. So sometimes that was the one and only.
That's awesome.
Really quickly, not opening the door anymore, but I am going to acknowledge Kat's comment. Once my boss was so excited that the security camera she works at hotel caught an orb. He played it for me and it was a bug. Boss wouldn't believe me. I told him I see the little antenna on its head.
Oh,
very good for you.
Yep. So easy to tell.
But people want to believe so badly. People want to believe, right? And that's part of that educating people as well too, right?
We say 0.02% is paranormal.
Yeah.
Everything else can be explained.
Yeah.
I've had people show me clearly edited photos and telling me, look, there's that ghost.
Yeah. there's so much out there you can do. Like, that's why we only trust what we capture. We used to, when we first started out, we'd ask people, send in your pictures, we'll put them on our site. And you can't do that anymore because it's like, no, I don't know.
And it's a lot of time to have to weed through all of the emails when they come in, and then you're worrying about hurting people's feelings as well too. Astrolite Paranormal. So Victoria is sharing, I have brought home a few from investigations, mostly from a prison. Not a good time. I remember that story.
Oh, I love prisons.
We love investigating prisons.
Oh, well, the energy's intense, right?
Yeah.
You know what I found? So did you walk through Kingston Pen? Have you done Kingston Pen?
We're trying.
So
we're building the bridge.
You're building the bridge. My personal experience when I walk through the pen, it would be great to investigate. Later. I would love to see somebody film an investigation at the warden's house across the street. Because that's where I had the most stuff happen. Yep. Like when I was
suggest
there,
to our producers to try it for there.
It was a lot. Like they've got all the shanks that they confiscated, like right there. So it's like it's just one big trigger object.
They got torture implements in there.
Yes, the water one, the water chair.
200 years old. Yes. There's got to be something there.
Yeah, they were really good to me. When I went through, it was like near the time they were closing, and I was just picking up so much, and they said, you know, because I was there working for a few days, they said, do you want to do your thing? And I went, yes, please. And they just followed around behind me and let me do my whole thing for that whole place. It was really great. Yeah, I love the Warden's Museum there.
Yeah, me too.
Architecturally, it's so beautiful. The Kingston. Yeah. It's beautiful.
Kingston's a great city.
It is.
If anyone's watching from Kingston,
we love Kingston.
Kingston's a great town.
My mom
they welcome us, and they just show us, like, we've done, I don't know how many investigations there now, but they're so good there to us.
Yeah. That's where my mom was born. Her family is from there. So she's always got ideas of where to check out. You toured there a few weeks ago. That's pretty cool, Victoria.
Carrie Lynn, I do have a video I want to play. So just let me know when.
All right. Let's do two things. So okay, Kathy, I see your question. So I'm gonna star your question. I'm gonna do our station ID so I don't get in trouble if we keep going and I forget to do the station ID. So I'm gonna do our station ID, and you can start loading up the video that you'd like to share, Artie, while I do that.
Okay.
Sound good?
Okay. Yes.
All right. If you are just joining us now, thank you so much for being here. You are listening to Spirit Switchboard, and I'm your host, Carrie Lynn Shellhorn, and you are listening to us live on the United Public Radio Network and the UFO Paranormal Radio Network, 105.3 in the Gulf Coast and 107.7 FM in beautiful New Orleans. If you are liking what UPRN has to offer, please consider checking out their website at uprntalkradio.com. There is so many different shows and hosts. We are getting a new website. Apparently there's going to be a merch store, which is great. Paranormal Heart has her cups and mugs and all kinds of fun things that you guys can check out. And there's something for everyone. It's not all high strangeness and paranormal. There is something for everyone. Today's guests are the guys from SNIPE, Ghost Hunters of the Grand River. So thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
Again, I love it. Love it.
Thank you. You're a pro. You're a professional.
You have the voice, definitely.
It took me a year to remember, but I did it. Thank you. You know when you're so worried you're going to mess up, and then you do because you're worried? You just got to relax and let her go.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how to share this video.
Okay, so do you remember? You don't remember what we did last time. So down there where it says present or invite, somewhere along the bottom of your screen, it will say share screen?
Share screen. Okay. Oh, they may want me to quit and reopen Google Chrome.
Oh dear.
I will not do that, but we'll see if it works.
Audrey Dawson Benbow is saying go to nursing homes, old hospitals, lots of ghosts there.
God, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping to get into an old hospital for the show. I keep telling our producers, hospitals, we want an old hospital.
Yeah.
Problem is they tear them down so quickly.
Or turn them into condos.
Yeah.
There's a few that have done that too.
Really?
So yes, so crazy to me. There you go.
Hey.
Did I do that? Did something work?
Yes, it did work. You're a smarty. Do you want me to bring it up?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
In paranormal news today, the hit reality show Ghost Hunters on the Grand River is shaking things up. After a sudden exit from two longtime cast members, one citing spiritual exhaustion, the other still missing in a corn maze, the show is now holding open submissions to fill the empty spots on their elite ghost hunting team. Hopefuls across the nation are already sending in their audition tapes, even our town weirdos.
Hi, I'm Thomas, and I'm auditioning to be the next cast member of SNIPE.
And I'm his brother, Tommy. He's got the brains, I've got the looks. Used to, anyway. Now I just got the mustache.
Microwave is causing a steady spike. Might be a Class C apparition.
Nah, that's from this burrito I nuked earlier. I really want to join SNIPE because I love ghost hunting. Also, my lady said, if I swing that lightsaber in the house one more time, I'll be haunting the garage permanently.
Do you even know what SNIPE stands for? I'm pretty sure it's Sexy Natives Investigating Paranormal Encounters. Or as I like to call it, sometimes nothing is paranormal ever. Not every creak means Casper's in the walls.
Oh, leave.
It said leave. That's a warning.
Nah, I left my phone too close again. It's playing my Uber Eats notifications.
Order arrived.
I hate you. We've got what it takes to be part of the SNIPE crew.
At the very least, we dress like we do. Nah, I'm just kidding. It would be an absolute honor if you picked us to join the SNIPE crew.
We're the best at what we do.
They're the worst at what they do. Baby, please. Those two wouldn't notice a full-body apparition if it tap danced across their EMF reader.
Tommy thinks ghost hunting means haunting the fridge. I'm sitting next to him in full regalia and he's unwrapping lunch.
And Thomas, he's scanning that antique like it's harboring the ghost of punctuality. SNIPE, sweethearts, if you let Thomas and Tommy in, we're staging a full-blown ghost protest. Velvet banners and everything.
So that video was done entirely using AI. Which is pretty impressive. And our camera op, Clint D'Souza made that for us, and so shout out to Clint if you're watching. I still love that. I watch it all the time. I show everybody. But the reason why I want to play it here is because we're announcing a contest, and that all that information is going to come up soon on our socials, our FB and stuff. So we're going to see if people actually submit an audition tape to us, and we're going to pick the best ones. And the winner is going to come with us on an investigation, most likely at the Hamilton Indian Friendship Center.
Yeah, there's lots there. That's,
yeah. So they're keen, we're keen, and like it's gonna be fun. It's just something fun we're trying to do, and who knows what happens? Who knows what will happen?
So where do they need to watch? What socials do they need to watch?
So we're on Insta, we're on Facebook and TikTok.
Okay. You guys have something coming up October 4th too that I'd like you to talk about or share information about too, please.
Sure. We got invited to the Simcoe Street Theater in Collingwood. The town of Collingwood is having us, and shout out to them guys.
Yeah.
We have a friend up there, Jill Hill, or Morris. Sorry, Jill. Morrison.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Oh my God.
Jill.
Yeah.
Jill, just go Jill.
I know her as Jill Hill. Anyways, we're going to do a presentation, and we're going to, it's in that Simcoe Street Theater, and we're just going to talk about our journey, and we're going to show these people things they've never seen before. And when we get on to doing these presentations, sometimes like we'll get into it and we'll share what we got. You know, we were told by our elders and teachers, we want you to share that stuff and show everybody. So that's what we're going to do.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
October 4th, and it's a free event, right?
It is a free event, yes. Hold on. Where are you? I'm just trying to bring up details.
Do you want to?
Do you want me to send you a poster?
Yeah, I shared the event. I shared the event today.
Oh, you already shared the event? Oh, okay. Then you guys got all the stuff and everything.
So you can look if you there's an event page for it. I did share it on Facebook today.
Yeah, thanks for that.
You're quite welcome. You're quite welcome.
So that's Collingwood. That's going to be a presentation. Do you remember the presentation name?
Yeah.
It's Unheard Echoes, Haudensaunee Blood Memory. That's what's happening there. And then the Paracon we talked about, that's happening. And then we got another presentation at Woodland Culture Center in Brantford at the end of the month.
On Devil's Night.
Oh.
Yeah, so we October. It's our time of the year, you know.
Yeah, it's packed.
Yeah.
And we're filming, and we're currently filming season 5. We're midway through season 5 filming. So
busy. So speaking of filming, Brandon is sharing, my wife, who is also an editor on the show, has suggested to the producers for you guys to go to the Nanette Sanatorium. She grew up next to it, and it was used to treat tuberculosis. You'd love it.
Oh my goodness. I would love it.
Yeah, we would love to go there.
Use your poll, Brandon.
Yeah.
Get us in there, buddy.
If anyone's got polls, you do.
Do you guys put up suggestions? Do you research?
Yeah.
Do they research? How does that where do they decide? Who decides? How is that vetted out?
Yeah, we're always providing just places, recommending places. Like we can't tell them where to go, but we can give them recommendations. Like the Royal Conservatory of Music, that was one of our recommendations. There's a few. We have a few out there, and we continue to make these recommendations. And it's up to our story editor and all those people to figure out. It's up to APTN, I guess.
I guess lots would go into deciding too, like availability and all that.
Yeah, all the logistics, and all that stuff. Yep.
Yeah, schedule and everything else. Have you found, so back to investigating again, talking about investigations, have you come across objects that are haunted? You
Like,
mean like having
we
an
did
object that is haunted?
one really cool place we did was in Oshawa, the automotive museum.
Oh.
And there was reports of seeing figures in cars. It's just basically all old cars that were loved by owners, and it's all in this museum. And it was an old car dealership, the museum itself, and now it's a split level museum. And the reports of it is there's a little boy that's seen in the museum itself, because there was a house on the same lot years ago and it burned down and he passed away in the fire.
Oh.
So when they built the auto dealership, like early 1920s, there's a really cool picture that they took a company picture of them standing all in front, and they put it in the paper, and then they realized there's a little boy looking out the window.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah.
Love that.
So, and then in the cars itself, we got crazy activity. Like, it was wild. Like, you figured people, you know, I hate to say it, but, you know, guys probably love these cars more than their wives. You know what I'm saying? Like, they treated them better probably, and, you know, loved them. And then maybe when they passed, they stayed with the car. So, but we had a crazy night in there. Like, the whole crew, cast and crew, saw something.
I think too, like my friend Sean Leonard, he said that too, that
your friend?
Yeah, like when we're doing like investigations and they have like the stuff, the period time that's from the house, and then they have the other stuff that they brought in that looks like it's from the house. He was getting mixed feelings from that stuff. He didn't know if it was the stuff they brought in, the spirits on that stuff, or the spirits that was from the stuff from the house. Yeah. So he could tell the difference between them. So I think that definitely you can tell which, like, who lives there and what's their stuff, and, you know.
Yeah, agree.
And definitely mirror. Don't buy mirror in a flea market.
I do.
Unless you carry them.
And they use it to scry with too. Yeah.
Hey, you got to do that. You got to teach us how to do that next time we get to hang out.
Yeah, I will. I'm teaching
that
this weekend in Sarnia. Actually, I'm teaching scrying this weekend in Sarnia.
Wow. Thanks for the invite.
Kathy had a question. Is there something the average person can do at home to try to determine if there is a spirit in their house before calling you in, or someone like you? Save some time all around. How do people discern between what's house activity, normal house stuff, or something going on with their house, or spirit activity? Thank you
That's
for your
really hard. Because, like, if you think about it, and the general idea that we all have is that we always have our spirits with us. So there's always spirits. If the thing is, if they start getting malicious or something like that, in our culture we have this thing that people say, like, oh, you've been witched, and there's like a ceremony and stuff, like we call it bad medicine too. If they get some of your hair and they can make something with some grave dirt and throw it on your property, and you know, that kind of stuff happens. And then like, depending on what the witch wanted to do, you know, make you sick, make you lose all your money, make you just cause chaos in your family environment, make you fight with your partner, all that stuff. They can just make bad shit happen to you. So trying to discern that's you got to go to like someone that deals with that. Like,
are there steps that somebody can take to discern if there is that potential? Like,
I would say, you know, there's so many things out there. Buy a nanny cam. You know, there's so many cheap things. Just put it up. see what happens, see if you catch anything. A lot of times they do notifications on your phone, and it'll tell you, you don't have to watch the whole thing, but if there's movement or something, it'll say, oh, there's some movement upstairs, and just be observant to your house and take it to the next step, put a camera up, maybe a recorder, just throw a recorder up for the night and
call out, ask questions.
Yeah.
And all the left brain stuff too, right? Like if it's the light bulb, have the electricity checked, and is there a train close by, or different floor slanted.
See if there's a simple explanation for everything. So
just one thing you got to be sure though is you're gonna find what you find you may not be ready for. Like you may think your house is not haunted, but you put your recorder on and find out your house is very haunted.
Yeah.
So you have to be ready for that too, right?
No kidding. So we had.
Is there somebody in the basement? Somebody in the basement?
Yeah, my boy's down there.
Okay, because I just saw the door open over here on the monitor. I was like, what the hell?
Oh my gosh, and now I even forget where I was going to go with that.
I just seen face for a second there.
Pardon? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you bounced into the camera.
Okay, where was I going to go? Is there a place? Oh, I was going to talk about keeping. Is there a reason that you would not share evidence? Like, is there a reason that you would not let certain information be aired or share or hold back? Would there be any reason that you would do that? Like, I know at public events, when I'm doing readings, if there's something that feels very traumatic, I don't talk about it. I write it on a piece of paper and I bring it over and ask if it makes sense, and then I finish it later. Like, I give them my email address so that we can do it privately and not make that entertainment for everybody. So would there be a reason, or has anything like that come up where you want to hold that?
I have a big answer for this, and I'm probably the only one that thinks it. And you guys are going to see it, though. You guys are going to see it in the upcoming season when we go to Eaton. So there's that whole episode. That whole episode is we should not be talking about that stuff, but here we are talking about that stuff, and I'm very curious how our community is going to take that.
But still, like there's personal things that we don't show. Like, it depends on if we're in a public place, we're going to show everything pretty much. But if somebody brings us into their home, anything we put out there, we're going to clear with them first.
Right.
It's something that it's just, common respect.
It's not for some people, though. Some people, that line isn't always there. And we're in this place of I don't know, investigations that are put out with that slant for the clicks and likes and gaining notoriety, where there is a very blurry line of a moral compass and ethics being used, right?
It comes to the point too where we've caught something and we tried to debunk. We can't debunk. It's just like, okay. Well, maybe it's this. No, it's, and you just get to that point where you can almost let your excitement go that you caught something crazy, and then all of a sudden you debunk it. You figure out what happened, and we're like, damn, this looks so good. Like, we should just put it out there, but you got to say no. This is what integrity, and it takes so long to build that and so quick to destroy it. And you'll never get it back once you lose that. And we've always been that way, where we scrutinize ourselves so hard. Like, we're arguing sometimes over evidence, like in our own shop and stuff. And we're like, but it comes down to the point where we even call a draw. So, well, we can't put it out there because we don't agree to put it out there. And we have to stick to that. And you know, it's the same way we respect spirit. You got to respect the evidence too.
Mish, our friend in Australia, thank you for answering that, because I know it's a personal place too, and for you, Artie, the way that you've shared, this is about community too. So it's
it's bigger than us.
Yeah, this is way big, way big.
Sideways, and we're back to being goosed again, or talking about goose.
Oh.
Mish is asking, have you ever been hit on by a spirit? And so I read that 3 times before I put it up, and it was hit on, not hit by.
What if she heard?
That's 2 different things, right?
Wait, what's the rumors out there?
What's the rumors?
And you're talking about evidence we can't share.
Well, I'll share one. I'm not gonna tell you the place because you got to watch the show. But we were just in. That was in Winnipeg. We were in Winnipeg in August. We did 4 episodes out there, and we were in the one location, and we didn't hear it at the time. Our portal was going when we were on the stage, and then we get back. I start reviewing, and I finally get through all the evidence, and I hear it, and it's going along. You know how it can be noisy at the portal or spirit box, whatever, and then all of a sudden you hear it clear as day. You hear this beautiful voice, and she says, "Hi, Jay." And he didn't hear it. So I was like, getting old, Jay.
I'm slipping.
No, I replayed that.
Oh, yeah.
But it was beautiful. It was so perfect. And it was 1,000%. Hi,
great.
Jay. And so I guess that's a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait to go back to Winnipeg.
A ghosty girlfriend waiting for you.
It's like my T-shirt, my SNIPE T-shirt that says, "I give you permission to touch me," but nothing's happened yet. So
No, I've been scratched too, which was a totally different thing. But I got pinched at David Oman's house, which is right down from where the Manson murders took place.
Oh,
so I got pinched.
So this cabin we're going back to tonight, I had my shirt pulled pretty far. It was like, yeah. So like I say, when I say that I stopped going there because it got so active, it was things are getting physical around there.
Right.
So, and we're going back tonight.
Watch the news.
This place too, there's mention of werewolves, which is super interesting to me.
Yeah. That's
Werewolf or Dogman? Are they 2 separate things or the same thing?
I don't know. But there's sightings. Like I've never heard of that before. In 20 plus years of ghost hunting, I've never come across this.
I'd prefer a wolf as opposed to a dog. I would think if it's something so ancient, it would be a wolf.
Lichen.
Not a dog. A dog is a mutt. Where's my mutt?
So our network manager and host of the Outer Realm, Michelle DeRoche, she talks about sightings of Dogman in the Guelph area, outside of Guelph, and where you guys are as well too. So she said, and there's been more frequently as well.
I'll have to look up Dogman because to be honest, I'm not familiar.
What's the difference?
Yeah, what's the difference?
I don't know, but upright dog like creature. So my thought was, so when we were asking those questions, Dogman is this very feral, it doesn't change, where a werewolf could shift.
Okay.
And change.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
So,
Change back.
So they're saying Dogman. But
So you're Dogman 24/7.
Yeah.
yeah,
I have a story about that. If that's the case, I I used to have before this Chihuahua, I had another Chihuahua named Jake, and my friend came over, and we're I forget what we were doing, but there's footage of my dog. My dog was like sitting there, and he just gets up and starts walking on his two legs and walks over to the table.
Oh, that's weird.
And then he. She's seen it and she started freaking out. She's like, "I'm never going to your house again." No, that's unnatural. Dogs don't walk around like that. But I think he was just trying to smell something on the table. I don't know. Who knows?
Did you read that?
What?
Say,
Mish is saying one's a bit rougher than the other. Then she added, rough. But if you do a quick YouTube search or a search for, it was a guy, I don't know if he was in Michigan, not that long ago. Anyway, he was a truck driver, and he had a dog man attack him, and his story is really creepy. Like his story is crazy.
There's dogman investigations too in Wisconsin. It's all over YouTube.
Wow.
One night of terror.
That's what's so cool about this. That you don't know. It's just like the unknown is just so amazing, you know?
Well, and I don't feel you can investigate just spirits without having all that other stuff start to bleed in. It's all part of it. The aliens and Sasquatch and Dogman and all of this group is all part of it.
Lizard men.
Todd loves aliens, by the way.
No.
I just heard about a cryptid called the Jabba Fofi. It's like this 6-foot spider that runs around somewhere and just eats people.
So you said that reminded me of the aliens. Thanks, Jay. You said that, and it reminded me of when I lost my thought, when I had my causal fog moment. It was about aliens, and we were talking about like leaving the when we were answering Kathy's question about how to investigate at your home. Todd, you said turn like something on, like a recorder, and just leave it on, or the camera. Trevor, and see what you get. So I had someone reach out to me. So she had put that app on her phone that records you when you're sleeping. So it records if you're snoring, how long you're, awake, or all that kind of stuff. And she totally had some kind of alien experience, and you could hear something. And her story is crazy. I'm hoping that she'll let me share her whole story at some point, but I shared the audio, and that was what people said. Yep, definitely something alien. And when the rest of the story backs it up, like locked house and weird things happened. So yeah, I worry about leaving stuff open. To me, it's like that is the invitation, right? I like being in control, even though this is the bit like been my whole life. I'm like, when I'm sleeping, there's no spirits allowed in my room. You're not allowed to touch me, not allowed to wake me up. You can start the coffee. I'll meet you in the kitchen in the morning, Like, I don't want any door open. No.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
No. Yeah. Ghosts on a UFO with their pet dog man. Yes, Mish. That would be the ultimate, right? Oh, so Julie, I'm really sorry. I kind of skipped over that. Julie was asking, will tonight's cabin investigation be an episode one day?
We were talking about it.
We were discussing that this very day about our producer is actually, he's in town because we're filming our war room scenes, and that's at my house. So he's from Peterborough, so he's staying for 3 nights while we do these the war room scenes, right? So he's coming tonight. So we were telling him the story about it, and he's gonna come check it out. So fingers crossed, it could be. It's the history in the place is amazing. It's a little small. There's no hydro, which is really cool for us, not for them though. But I would love it to be. I mean, we're featuring. It's right on a reserve. It's kind of like our history too. So, I would love it to be on there.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully,
place that you would not want to investigate. Is there a
Pardon
place
me?
is there a place that you wouldn't want to investigate?
Like for the show?
Or
In
anytime.
general, there's some people that just they I don't know, like
I'll
I
investigate.
pioneer cemeteries, and that's not other people's drive. Like they don't want to have anything to do with that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. So, there's some people don't like the vibe of the prisons, and so they don't go there. So, is there a place that you wouldn't want to?
I think for me it'd be residential schools, like the one in Brantford there. And we stopped going in Winnipeg too. I couldn't even go in. I just didn't want to. Like it's just not something that I really I like. There's too much hurt in it, like for the kids.
Yeah.
So that's one place I won't. I don't want to find evidence there. They can have it. That's their thing.
I think I'm wide open. I think I'm a investigation floozy, man. I'll go anywhere. So
A louse?
a louse.
Where are we going?
If you're comfortable sharing, is there what's on the bucket list? Jay, what's on your bucket list? Is there a place that you would want to investigate that you haven't been to yet?
There's one place that I wanted to go to, but from what I understand, the building's tore down now. It was Bobby Mackey's.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. It is down now.
Yeah. And maybe Alcatraz.
Interesting. That would be crazy energy too, right?
Yeah.
But
And
what
Brantford.
happens? Because Bobby Mackey's had that well where all that icky stuff was. Right. So that tearing down a building doesn't get rid of that, does it? Where does that?
I didn't follow up on it. I just saw the report that they tore the building down.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume whatever was there probably is still there in that space, in that land and everything. But I'm wondering too if they filled up that well. They might have filled it in too. But I mean, I think the spirits will probably still be there. Just that there's no building there now.
Denise.
And I wonder if anyone followed to the new building.
Well, this is it.
I'd like to.
If our collective thoughts, right? If we all collectively are thinking about Bobby Mackey's and our collective thoughts, would we keep that energy there or bring it back just because we're all putting that thought into it?
Well, to my understanding, Bobby Mackey's is still open. It's just in a different building. I think it might even be in a different town now. So the name Bobby Mackey's bar, it's still a thing, but the building it was originally in is gone.
Gotcha. Todd, you were going to share something?
Dracula's Castle. That's my bucket list.
Oh.
That's where I want to go. And that and Ireland. I want to go to Ireland too.
Yeah. So the ladies from Beyond the Haunting Investigations, that's where they were, right? So their specials in October. I think Kareen is taking people there to do talk to Kareen when we're in Thunder Bay. She's taking people in 2026. She's taking people there.
We put it out there and it comes back.
Yes.
And I'm there.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, she's taking. I don't know exactly all the information, but
we'll find out.
Yeah. It's a great. We have a. I don't know what that link is, Denise, but thank you for sharing. You guys will have to check that link out after. I think it's probably Bobby Mackey's, right?
Likely.
It will be in Thunder Bay. So we'll be in Thunder Bay October 16th. We're investigating back at the museum again. It was pretty cool last year when we did the investigation. Some of the stuff that you guys were getting in the basement, we were getting on the spirit board up in the room that I was at. So like those names, those spirits were moving through everywhere, every floor that night.
That was cool. Yeah, well, that was a great time. I really enjoyed that. I heard we're doing a Bigfoot hunt too, no?
Yeah, Jason Kenzie. Jason Kenzie's going to be there doing the Bigfoot investigation. I think he's doing two, but I don't know. And he's doing his talk as well too. And he's been all over right now. He's talking at the Michigan UFO convention this weekend. And he just got back from Germany and England. He was doing all kinds of investigations there, paranormal and Bigfoot.
Wow.
See, I want to be there. I want to be at that level where we're like, oh, let's get on a plane and go to Germany, and let's get on a plane and go to Ireland and investigate this castle. Let's go places, you know.
Let's put it out there, Art. We'll do it together.
It's out there. It's out there.
We'll put it out there.
Yep, and then we'll come back.
Let's go to Australia. See Mish.
Yeah, Mish.
And see Mish. So Mish, I'm not sure if she's still here. If Mish is here, she has, I don't know if it's 200 acres. She has this huge wooded property. So I bet you there's a Sasquatch or something cryptid there for sure.
I think they're called Yowies over there.
Yowies?
Yowies.
That's when you step on a snake.
Mish, did I say that correctly?
It's probably got 300.
Yowie. There you go, Jay.
How'd you know that, Jay?
I'm kind of a Bigfoot connoisseur, you know.
Heard that about him.
What's a bunyip? Or the odd bunyip?
Bunyip.
Todd knows more about those.
I don't know what a bunyip is.
Alrighty, guys. Low down again, where everybody can connect with you.
SNIPE on
226. No,
Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, SNIPE official. On Facebook, it's the SNIPE investigating paranormal encounters.
Sorry.
Todd's trying to pimp himself out there, but sharing his technique.
React.
New season starts
October 27th or 22nd.
22nd.
9 p.m.
9 p.m.
APTN, Lumi, and I believe Apple TV.
The day after.
Yeah, Lumi and Apple TV will be the day after.
Have your ears been burning, Corinne? Because I have been talking about you. Todd wants to go to Ireland with you.
Yes.
And Beyond the Hauntings now on APTN too.
Really?
Oh, really?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell?
So we'll see her more then.
You will.
We'll probably be doing
And
a cross.
me as well too. So we'll all be in Thunder Bay soon, and you guys can chat about it.
What the hell? That's awesome.
Man, it's just like a family reunion.
It will feel that way for sure. Yeah, I'm excited. Well, thank you. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for sharing time, space, and energy. And I appreciate you guys very much. So I can't wait.
We love you, Carolyn. Thank you
Ditto.
for having us.
It's family. So I look forward to hearing what happens tonight. And thank you, everybody in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Joe Mataldo, the owner of our network, Michelle DeRoche, our network manager, UPRN, United Public Radio Network, and the UFO Paranormal Radio Network, 105.3 in the Gulf Coast and 107.7 FM in beautiful New Orleans. Thank you so much, everybody. And next week, Gail and Mal Willis of Lucky Paranormal and our hosts of the Lake Superior Paracon are going to be my guests next week. So we'll hear more about our lineup and all the good stuff that they have planned for us. So
did you say New Orleans? Did you say New Orleans?
Yep.
I'm going to New Orleans in November or December now for my birthday.
Oh, have fun.
I will.
Have fun. It's spooky. Don't come home
I've been.
Yeah, don't.
Just lots of beads. Come home with lots of beads.
You have fun. Good night, everybody, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you for your support.